All right, one more round, and the case is coming around to you, but just hold off on that. So the last two, a culture of thankfulness and thanking. In all we do, are we centered in gratitude for all God has given us and for the gifts of any kind that people shower upon the parish and its people? So this is simply about saying thank you, about the habit of thanking. That can be written, that can be oral, and it should be repetitive. It should be a strong message that comes forth from leaders, thanking people who have served, thanking people who have given. It should just be part of the culture, a culture of thankfulness. You know, thankfulness for what God has given us in the building we currently have, in the financial resources we currently have, in the people we currently have, and thankfulness for those the resources, everything that God is sending us. The newcomers that we don't know what to do with, thankfulness. Even the challenges and the disappointments, the failures even that God has given us, thankfulness. So it's that really begins with leaders. And it begins with those who've learned that through the years. I mean, I've seen this as a culture that some of our elders can impart to us, because they have that heart of thankfulness in ways that are awesome and inspiring to me when I meet them. So a culture of thankfulness and thanking. Does that word thank you, we are grateful for, does it stream out of our mouths and our actions as leaders? Is it embedded in the culture? And 8, I loved writing this one, tooting our horns for Jesus and preaching to the choir. Do we tell and then tell again the amazing stories of transformed lives within our churches and a result of God acting through our churches? Do we tell it to ourselves? That's what I mean by preaching the choir, as a way for other people to catch it and tell it to others. You should preach to the choir. You should preach to the core, because the core, it has to emanate from somewhere. There has to be a flaming center for there to be warmth that people are drawn to. So do we toot our horns for Jesus? Because it's for Jesus that we're doing this and that it's coming about. And do we preach that good news to the choir in our parishes? Are we, without being obnoxious, are we the cheerleader? Whether we, and don't let this depend on your feelings. Don't let it depend on your mood. Can we continue to set before our parishes the accomplishments, the blessings that have been poured upon them, and the good news that happens even in the difficult situations? Can we do that? That's quite the strength of character that we want to build in ourselves and with our leaders. So I want you to mark those, but here's what I want you to talk about as your last time of talking before we do the case. What is one amazing story of a life transformed due to God working through your parish? What's one story of one life transformed due to God working through your parish? So mark it first, and then let's see if you've got a story.